Hey y'all, welcome to the Cookie Chronicles segment here on the Awaken Soul podcast. And this week is going to be short and sweet because I've had this conversation one too many times this week and I'm tired of talking about it, but I need other people to know not to do it as well. This week we're going to talk about no settling. I have talked to at least 4 friends this week who are at least 30. I think the youngest is 29, and they're at the point where they're lonely. They want companionship. They want a family. They want to be married. And they just want to be loved. And at this point, they're settling for whatever comes along until that happens. And my whole thing is, what if what you're settling for is in the way of what you really deserve? Like, you are wasting your time with people that you know are not for you. You know they don't possess the qualities that you want. You know that they don't treat you the way that you should be treated. They don't bring to the table what you bring to the table. They're not even on your level. And you're wasting your time because you're horny. You're lonely, you just want company, and you want somebody to be up under you, and that's unacceptable. Like, we're getting to the age now, especially if you're over 30, to where you should be a lot more selective in the things and the people that you lay down with and that you allow into your space. And I'm tired of them settling, because you settle and you get into these relationships, because some of them are in relationships, not just, sexual things, but they're in relationships, like full-blown relationships with people that they don't really want and that don't want them, and you can tell because of how they treat them. And at this point, I had to tell one of my girlfriends, like, look, you want to be a wife. You express to me all the time that you want to be a wife. Oh, you have to move like a wife. You have to act like a wife. You have to have the standards of a wife. You can't accept anything that comes along just because you're lonely and you're horny. And this one friend in particular, she had a guy that she was dealing with. She just recently cut it off. And the manner and how he talked to her when they cut it off let me know that he really didn't give a fuck about her. So she hit me up, I want to say like Wednesday or Thursday this week, and was like, hey, I know I just recently cut things off with him, but what do you think about me reaching out to him for us to have sex one more time? Because now she wants to become celibate until she finds her husband. And I'm like, well, it depends on how you guys ended. Like, I didn't know too much about this guy until she told me. But I'm like, if you guys ended on a positive note and, you guys both want to continue to have sex with each other, then that's one thing. But how did it end? So she proceeds to show me screenshots of their conversation. And when she decided to cut things off with him, because she listed all the reasons why, which were valid reasons, he completely dismissed her and was like, well, you didn't have to talk to me about that. You could have just went on about your way. We didn't even have to have this conversation. And I'm like, why would you even want to go back to somebody that completely dismissed you and your feelings that were very valid just to have sex with him? And she's like, well, I'm going to go back on this celibate journey, and I just wanted one more good time, and he's the best that I've had in a really long time, and I don't really have anybody else. And I'm like, so you gonna dumb yourself down just for one last 30-minute sex session from a guy that totally dismissed you and your feelings and told you that you didn't even have to have a conversation with him and you could have went on about your day? That means that, one, even if he noticed that you weren't reaching out to him, he didn't care because he wasn't going to reach out to you. And two, he really does not give 2 fucks about you. Why would you want to give your body to somebody like that again for one last time after he showed you his ass to kiss the last time that y'all spoke? I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. Now, I hope she made the right decision, because I told her, if you want to be a wife, you got to act like a wife. You got to move like a wife. And you know what you bring to the table. So to accept that, even for a sexual encounter, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but my pride would not allow me to do that. You dismiss me, if I even feel dismissed, even if you didn't mean to do it, you ain't got to hear from me ever again. So I didn't understand the logic. I hope she got what I was saying. I am going to reach out to her today to see if she actually reached out to him, but I hope she didn't. Then there was another friend that has I don't even know what they are at this point. They were together before the summer. He comes to her and lets her know, oh, well, this summer, for the whole summer until mid-August, I'm going out of town. Didn't ask her how she felt about it. Didn't ask her if she wanted to go, if there was some weekends that she can come down and visit his family and meet some of his family or anything. Now, these people have been talking since last year. You just come, and granted, he moved in with her before he left, so all of his stuff is over there. So you are moving here. Yeah, you're paying half of everything, but you're going to move in here. Tell me where you going. Not ask. Not have a conversation about it or nothing. And then just go. Now they're not talking. Like, they beefing. Like, but to me, you telling me that you was going somewhere without me and not asking me how I felt about it or if I wanted to come at some point was a red flag to me. So now there's one red flag. Now y'all not talking. He blocked you on everything. He had his friends block you, his family block you. The only thing he do is send you money when he knows shit is due, which is nice because some niggas still won't do that. But for what? And now all you want to do is keep blowing up his phone because you want to talk to him and smooth things over before he comes home next month. Let me tell you something. Any man that say he love you and want to be with you that cannot talk to you for 3 weeks, because it's been about 3 weeks, going on 4 now, that's a problem. That is a problem. That is a red flag number 2. You understand? And so at this point, she just needs to stop settling for that too. This girl is almost 30. She is going back to school for her master's. She wants to be a nurse practitioner. Right now, I think she's an LPN. She makes really good money. She has her own place. She's about to get a house. Like, you got so much more to bring to the table. You don't need to deal with no shit like that. Stop settling for shit that you don't like. And then it also comes out that he's not even everything that she wants. And I'm like, why the fuck do y'all keep... People ask me all the time why I've been single for so long. Before my last relationship, I was single for 7 years. After that relationship, I'm going on 3+ years. I'm not settling for shit. You understand? I know what I got. I know I bring a whole nother table to the table. You're not about to sun me and just give me whatever because I'm lonely 1 or 2 days out of the week or I want to have sex. That's not what's about to happen. So I need all of y'all to stop settling. And it's not just the women, because I have a guy friend that I had a whole conversation with for 2 hours about the same thing. He wants to be married so bad, but it's not happening in the time frame that he wants it. So he is finding little bits and pieces of what he wants in different women, which is cool if, you are single. But if you want to be married, why waste your time? Y'all are blocking so many blessings that are for you when you have things that are not your blessings in the way that you are tied up with because you can't even focus on the right things around you. So stop settling for things that don't fit. Stop trying to make things happen when you know that ain't it. Stop settling. I can't put it no simpler than that. Just stop settling. Stop settling for people that are not for you. Stop settling for things that are not for you. That goes for friendships, relationships, jobs, anything. And just trust the process. If you have a good relationship with God or whoever you decide to worship and pray to, whether it's the universe, whatever, then trust that the universe and God is going to take care of you. They know your heart and they know what you want, and they're going to bring it to you when the time is right. In the meantime, make sure that all of the shit that you have, whether it's emotional, physical, financial, is in order so that when you are presented with it, that you are ready to accept it. That's all. That's all I got for y'all this week. I'm just tired of the people around me that I know deserve better settling for shit that I know they don't need. Okay? That's wasting their time. And again, that goes for the males and the females and in every aspect of life. So just make sure that you are together, that you've done your inner work, and that you're ready to accept what's for you. Okay? All right, y'all. Until next week, you can follow me on Tia, the First Lady, on Facebook or the First Lady on Instagram, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.